this thing on? Yes, it's on. It's on. What's up, good people? Welcome to the show. We're doing a night show. Yes, we're doing a night show. Me and Solo set this up. And we got to do it when we can do it, when we can meet up and link up and get together. So we're about to make this thing happen. Strap on in. As usual, as I always say, make sure you hit that like button on your way in. And we about to get it in. It's about to go down. Let's get it. Where is the intro? Let's go.
Peace, folks. This is X from TPOT Media. Open your mind and wake your black ass up. You know what time it is. Hit that damn like button as you make your way in the door. Grab a seat, settle in, get ready. It's the Grown Man Hour with your host, my man, Bernard Riley.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mumia Obsidian Ali. You know who I am. I need no introduction, right? And you're listening to the Grown Man Hour with my man Bernard Riley, heard weekdays right here on YouTube. What do you think about that? How about that? Now let's get back on with the show. Thank you.
What's going on? People in the building, what is happening? I am right now, currently, as we speak, sending the link to SoloTV84. We probably should have got in and did a sound check and all that good stuff, but we on the fly, getting it in, making it happen when we can. So make sure you come on in, hit the like button. Solo, if you're listening, the link has been sent. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody who made it in. I normally say make it in bright and early because I normally go on in the morning, but I had to do a night show. Today. It says, Wayman Brown says, tonight, oh snap, this should be a goodie. Solo and Bernard, absolutely. Coach DC says, the backlash for me is that a lot of who won't watch my videos or pay attention to what I say, yet who is not paying my bills or educating my daughters. I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you for dropping a comment. Hit the like button while you're at it. The village arsonist came through, said Solo. Who else we got in here? So Randolph in the building. What's going on? Just being jazzy. What's up? Aaron B. Black girl say LMAO, the title. We getting it in. Excalibur. What's going on? We got Computer Geek. Says, yo, Jack Nickelback. He says, shout out to Kanye. I talked about that on the morning show today. I did talk about that on the morning show. How, I mean, right now, unless there's been some new developments, it really ain't nothing to talk about. I mean, when I read the reasons why they're getting a divorce, it just seemed very Holly weirdish. Nothing to see there, nothing to talk about. I don't got a whole lot of thoughts on that one. Toby Johnson says, we don't care what these weave-headed German shepherds think. Well, the subtle part of it is that it's backlash not just from women. It's backlash not just from women. We're going to be talking about a number of things today. We got a few topics on the table. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin for a second. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin for a second. And we're going to talk about just being out there, chopping it up, hollering at the women, approaching and hollering at the women when you're big black dark-skinned it Negro, which SoloTV84 is. So we're going to be out there on that one, talking about that one. Going to be chopping it up about that. Then we're going to segue into the men who date out in this space or in general, and the backlash and the people that come at them, that got a problem with it, that look down on it. That's a topic that's in SoloTV84's wheelhouse. So that's one thing that we're going to be talking about here. Going to be bouncing. So we're going to bounce off a number of different topics, but that's the main topic that we will circle our way back around to when I'm joined by the man of the hour, Mr. SoloTV84, Afro Patriarch SYSPM. Y'all in these YouTube names, that's a funny one for me. I barely know why. Afro Patriarch SYSPM. It's better to be a celebrity married to a nobody. Kobe taught me that. He said taught me that, but I think you mean taught me that. That's what I would do. I wouldn't marry another celebrity. There's multiple risks, okay? If you marry if you're rich and you're famous and you're a celebrity and you marry another rich and famous celebrity, a lot of her fame and her celebrity weirdness is going to get added to cart, so to speak. That's the drawback in doing that. The benefit of doing that is she may very well have her own money. She may very well make more money than you. If you rich and you're a celebrity, she rich and she's a celebrity, then y'all gonna fight over kids and who wants to keep the summer home in whatever state y'all summer at. Y'all got little stuff like that to fight. Now you marry a regular chick when you're rich and famous, now she's gonna try to take you to the cleaners. But as far as my lifestyle, if I'm rich and famous and I'm going to get married, I would rather it be with just a non-famous chick, Wouldn't be somebody who's famous. I'd rather have a non-famous chick. I don't, You want to mess around with the famous chicks and say you did it. I mean, who wouldn't want to be like, oh yeah, Kelly Rowland, I smashed that. But I don't want to be all entangled with Kelly Rowland. If I'm rich and famous and got those kind of options where I'm, out there just running through 9s and 10s like it's nothing. The Oklahoma Bachelor in the building, he says, I'm honored to be a wrench as a white. See, I be forgetting that you're a white man. Why you tell me? Damn it, you about to lose your wrench. You look like a light-skinned brother in that picture. Let me zoom in. Hold on. See? Damn it, I thought you was black. You blew it. You shouldn't have revealed your position. Now I got to take your wrench. I'm just playing. You can keep it. But I keep forgetting that you're white. I do. I honestly do. First time I heard somebody say he was white a while ago, my memory is coming back. I was like, he's white? But you can barely tell in that picture. I mean, when you look close, you can tell, but I don't look that close at the pictures. I just assumed you're the brother. You're honorary right now, I guess. Now I gotta run a fine-tooth comb through every little thing you say. Every little thing you say. Well, Michael Ross is he says 2-a-days, Bernard. Not typically. You see, it was some slight wires that got crossed where I thought I was going to be appearing as guest on Solo's channel, but he thought that we were going to be over here, and he was busy and had a lot going on, and so I was like, look. Well, no, well, I don't know. We got our wires crossed. I thought I was going over there. He thought he was coming over here. So I was like, just fine. Just come on. Let's go. I was like, I'm cool with that because we didn't have I assumed I was going over there and he had the topic. He assumed he was coming over here, so I had the topic. So we was like an hour before the show, we had no topic. So I was just like, all right, we can talk about this, that, and this. And he was like, cool. All right, come on over. I'll interview you on that. So that's how we end up here. I don't like to be on during this time. Roastmaster 1 in the building. What's going on? You know, the old man on right now. I like to cede the floor when old man is on the air. But it's just so happened this way. Well, I mean, he normally wrap up around this time anyway. But yeah. I mean, hell, I'm giving Solo 10 more minutes. Coach Ali's corner in the building. He says, "What wrench?" Oh, I didn't catch the Debo right there in the hashtag. Thanks for the wrench. What wrench? If I can make my eye go cross, I can't go cross. I can't make my eyes cross. But if I could, that would have made that fun. What wrench? Yeah, man. Let me double check. Make sure that I properly sent the link, which I think I did. Holy shit, I didn't. Yes, I did. I did send it. Okay. So yeah, I did send it. So he should be here momentarily. Somebody's already dropping Solo's info. Everybody's already subbed to Solo, but by all means, drop it for the 1 or 2 people in the nosebleed seats in the back who not subscribe to Solo. So let's riff on something until Solo arrives. Thank you for that super chat, Coach Ali. Appreciate it. He says, men with resources should always marry beautiful, regular 9-to-5 chick, or a gorgeous foreign regular chick. Make her a housewife. I can agree with that. I mean, you're rich and successful. I mean, you don't need that rich and successful chick. You don't need it. You know, there's the possible potential problem. I mean, keep in mind, I'm not rich, so I'm just brainstorming what I think. I don't know this personally, but there's that possibility, that remote possibility that, you know, you're more at risk of having that chick who's just waiting for opportunity to go left. But as we see with Kanye and Kim, I can't really say somebody went left there because they both was born on left and stay on left. But things can go awry either way. But that's definitely how I would roll. That's the card I would play if I was rich. I ain't marrying, I ain't dealing with no celebrity chick. A gorgeous regular chick that don't do famous stuff. Primetime VA, is Jack Nickelback right? They are using Vanessa's issue with her mom to say Vanessa is messed up. Whole time her mom is in the wrong. Yeah, a lot of people reaching for things to charge Vanessa up with just because she's the beneficiary of Kobe's fortune. I heard somebody say that she was trying to remove Kobe's legacy because she changed the Mamba Academy to Mamacita Academy. So they're saying they're trying to bury Kobe's leg. No, you can't bury Kobe. One, like, it's some people who are opposed to the whole interracial dating thing to the degree they're going to find arguments. They're going to find a way to charge somebody up with being wrong about something. Let's not forget that Kobe had problems with his parents. You see how that works across the board. Either way, no matter what, there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems. The problems will occur. Not no matter what, but there's always going to be problems with people, regardless of race. There's a lot of money involved. Parents is potential chance of some BS. I don't even know all the full details of what went on with Vanessa, but all I know as a diehard basketball fan, whose my basketball channel will be coming soon. I've been saying that for a while. It's coming this year, possibly this month. I got a few little props and accessories and things I'm going to do to, tweak the background for when I go on my sports channel, my basketball channel, and talk basketball. So I got things on the way for that one. So that will be coming down the pipeline. But also, with that said, diehard Kobe Bryant fan. Diehard Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe Bryant's my all-time favorite basketball player. I don't think he's the greatest player ever. He's top 10. I'm critical of him because he, did a lot of stupid stuff, alienated his teammates, took a lot of bad shots. Well, I mean, but now the league is all about bad shots, just whether or not you can make them. That's a weird thing. But Kobe was taking bad shots before bad shots was even a thing, Kobe. So I got my critiques of him. Sometimes he wasn't very efficient, but as somebody who followed Kobe's career very close, top 10 all time, who would I put before him? Jordan, Kareem. I don't do 50s and 60s, so I'm taking Wilt off the table. Jordan, Kareem, LeBron. Yes, LeBron. Magic. I used to put Bird high, but then I kind of got argued out of that position because Bird used to get hid on defense. The coach used to hide him on defense. When Dominique Wilkins was going off, Bird, the starting small forward, they wouldn't even let Bird guard Dominique. They would just try to, stick Bird on somebody who wasn't a good offensive player. So that bumps him down. So I got to get rid of Bird. So Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Shaq. Yes, Shaq. Hate me. Go ahead and hate me. Jordan, Kareem, Magic, LeBron, Shaq. I'm thinking maybe Tim Duncan, Olajuwon, maybe. Kobe right in there. Kobe's Tim Duncan, Olajuwon, Bird, and Kobe is like, he's right in that area. He's I don't know where I put him in that group. I struggle with it. I gotta get my official list, write it down, etch it in stone before I start my sports show. But either way, I followed Kobe's career very close, which means I was familiar with all the goings on of his wife, and she typically carried herself in, relatively class. It was she. Oops. Other than that one moment with Karl Malone, there was a moment with Karl Malone where it sounded like she kind of flirted with Karl Malone, but then he clapped back and said something that made Kobe basically kick Karl Malone off the team. Kobe ain't want Karl Malone on the team no more after that one. He had a cowboy hat on. Karl Malone wear cowboy hats, and Kobe's wife, this was back in 2004. She said, "What you hunting, cowboy?" And like, cowboys don't exactly hunt, but she said, "What you hunting, cowboy?" She just said it to him twice. And then he said, "Little Mexican girls." That actually happened. That actually happened. Go look it up. He said little Mexican girls. Now, it was depicted like he was wrong. But I mean, she was saying some. She ended up just asking him that damn question. But so other than that, I used to pay for the NBA League Pass so I can watch practically every Lakers game. Followed Kobe's career very close. She's always seemed to be Other than that moment, she's always seemed to be a good, good wife in his corner on his side. Much like LeBron's wife. You don't hear about her. You don't hear about LeBron's wife. You only just see her with the kids or at home doing, at home wife stuff. You don't see her unless he wants you to see her. That's how it's supposed to go. Yeah, Roastmaster 1, look it up. That actually happened. That actually happened. Look it up. She asked him what was he hunting because he had on a cowboy hat. Cowboys don't exactly hunt. Maybe she thought they did. She said, "What you hunting, cowboy?" And he kind of ignored it. And she asked him again, and she said, "What you hunting? What you hunting, cowboy?" And he said, "Little Mexican girls." Funny thing is, that was after they lost in 2004. So after they lost in 2004, Karl Malone came back injured because he was playing hurt in the finals in 2004. So when they lost in the finals to the Pistons in 2004, Karl Malone was injured and didn't start the season off. So when he was just off on the sideline or in the audience, injured, couldn't play or whatever, she said that to him. And then as he was getting healthy and about to come back, Kobe made a comment like to the media, like, "Well, I'm good with the guys we got here. We moving on. They had just traded Shaq, so we moving forward with the young players we got. So I'm not really thinking about rather when Karl Malone gets healthy and him joining the team. I'm good with the guys we got here." Basically saying him, "I'm gone." So if Kobe, the leader of the team, the one who they traded Shaq for, basically just said to the media, "I don't want you on the team," Karl Malone just said, "Screw it." And he was already like 41, so he just went on and retired. Because he could have went ring chasing somewhere else, but the only reason he would have came back to play because he would have wanted to try to. He's probably like 1,400 points away, 1,200. I forgot how many hundred. He was pretty close to breaking and passing Kareem's all-time record. Very damn close to passing Kareem's all-time record, and so he would have came back just to try to pass that record. And Kobe hated. Like, well, Kobe ain't want no part of it. Kobe said, "Get the hell on." So Kobe is the reason why Karl Malone didn't get a chance at breaking Kareem's record. Somebody said hide on defense, like they didn't understand what it was. To hide somebody on defense is they kind of do that with Steph Curry. If Russell Westbrook, if he playing against Westbrook or playing against Damian Lillard, they don't want him to guard Damian Lillard the whole time. So they find somebody else for him to guard. They find the least effective guard on the court for Steph Curry to guard because they don't want Steph Curry to get that business. That's hiding somebody on defense. You're a 6'3" point guard. The other point guard is a 6'3" point guard. He's guarding you the whole game. You should guard him the whole game. We're going to put you on somebody else. That's hiding somebody on defense. So they used to hide Larry Bird on defense. So because of that, I had to lower Larry Bird down a little bit on my all-time ranking. Says I grew up watching MJ, Kobe, and AI. Yes, me too. Even though I was born 1982, Jordan came to the league in 84, so I really didn't start watching them and knew what I was seeing until like the first three-peat. Well, towards the end of the first three-peat, I was given a more critical analysis, but it's not until you probably about 13, 14 to where you really understand what you're seeing. You can see a player. You know the game when you can see a player like John Stockton, who not that flashy, even though he makes some flashy passes, but you see a player like John Stockton who not that flashy, and you see somebody like Tim Hardaway out there crossing people up, but you can look at it, analyze it, and understand why. When you can understand why John Stockton, when you're old enough to understand why John Stockton is a better point guard than than Stephon Marbury, that's when you understand the game. Somebody like John Stockton who just, who barely even dribbled the ball through his legs. But Marbury out there crossing everybody over, but he ain't helping nobody. He ain't getting no dubs. Not a good leader, Hold on. did I miss a super chat or did I click on that and then click off of it? Let me get back to this. Okay. He said, I like Shaq, but he never led the league in rebounds or blocks. There's a reason for that. That was the era when it was the hardest to lead in both of those. Think about it. Shaq, Olajuwon, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. Like, it's a reason why Dwight Howard is something like a 4-time defensive player of the year, because it was just the competition was scarce for winning for a center. You know, so Dwight Howard was able to. Dwight Howard and Ben Wallace got more defensive player of the years than David Robinson and Hakeem Olajuwon. You know, it was difficult to just make an All NBA team as a center when it was competition between to make the All NBA third team as a center. We talking Shaq, Olajuwon, David Robinson, Patrick Ewing. Those are all back to the basket centers that can get anywhere from 25 to close to 30 points per game and anywhere from 11 to 14 rebounds, you know, and over 3 blocks a game. Competition was stiff at that center position in the 90s. So I can't criticize somebody who came up in that time and say because they never led the league in rebounds and blocks. So I can't critique that. He never did that as a center. Even in his prime, Shaq isn't over. Woo, disagree. Isn't over Hakeem, bro. Shaq only made all defensive team 3 times in a 19-year career. Nah, he was on that. You mean defensive first team? To make defensive first team was difficult. That was a difficult, daunting task in the era that he came up in the era that he played in. It was difficult back then. But Olajuwon was better than young, kind of reckless Orlando Magic Shaq, even though he was a genetic freak. Olajuwon, you know, at 30 in his prime, hungry for a championship, was better than 23-year-old Orlando Magic Shaq. But 30-year-old in his prime, hungry for a title Shaq, 2000 Shaq, who in the NBA Finals averaged like 38 points and 16 boards, you know, career in the NBA Finals during them three-peats, pretty much. Like, nah, I don't think Olajuwon messing with that Shaq. I don't think Olajuwon messing with that Shaq. Hakeem did it and was a multiple-year defensive player of the year. Not true. Well, no, somebody had to win it, but what I'm saying is it was difficult for that reason. Hakeem was there, and if Hakeem wasn't killing it like that, David Robinson was killing it like that. Patrick Ewing didn't put up numbers like Hakeem and David Robinson, or Shaq for that matter, but they were all there. They were in competition for defensive player of the year. They were in competition for that rebounding title. They were in competition for that block title. I mean, it was what I'm saying is it was stiff competition to lead the league in those categories. Very stiff competition. And we closing in on the 30-minute mark, so I'm assuming something came up with Solo. Me and him have to reconvene and get this going on, get this popping a little later on at some point. Maybe we have to reschedule. Maybe we'll have to reschedule. So I'm about to wrap this bad boy up and take this video down, and hopefully we can get it in at a later date. But I gave y'all a little preview of what's going to be going down on my basketball channel. But thanks, Spartacus Jackson, man. When I start my hoop channel, you better be there. You bet to be there. Misogyny War is back in the building. Says debate 2, me and you. Do I got anything scheduled for tomorrow? Come back tomorrow morning. I ain't in the mood for that tonight. Come back tomorrow morning. Email me, Bernard Riley, Gmail at 90. What's my email? BernardRiley99@gmail.com. It's in my about section. Email me tonight, right when I get off the air. And you can even pick some. Okay, he said sounds good. Good. All right. So I'm gonna make that official. I'm gonna make that official. You can even hit me with whatever you want the topic to be, and we debating tomorrow. And the title gonna be messed up. It's gonna be Bernard Riley dates a black beta male feminist. Bernard Riley one-on-one versus a black beta male liberal, non-gender binary, non-conformant, gynocratic. I'm joking. I'm joking, man. Take the jokes. Bernard Riley one-on-one versus a black beta male gynocratic feminist. that me and you, we getting it in. We're getting it in tomorrow. I'm with it. I am all the way with it. Shout out to Jessica X dropping a super chat at the buzzard. I'm about to get up off of here. But you just heard the news loud and clear. Me and Misogyny War going one-on-one tomorrow. Bernard versus matriarchal simp. No, that's too nice. I got to hit him harder in the title. The thumbnail is gonna be a guy on his hands and knees with a woman. Got the guy on the leash while he licking her toes or something. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be all bad for you. But all right. He says Jessica X destroyed Misogyny War already. Misogyny War. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I more or less destroyed him too, but I do believe Jessica X and Kevin Samuels, I think, tag teamed him a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. But I do know, I didn't see him on Jessica X. I went in late and I saw when Jessica X, Kevin Samuels was talking to that one girl who was kind of recanting her stuff. We've heard a few people recant some things on Jessica X's channel. That's a good thing. So she's over there doing some good work. But yeah, I thought I already buried him. I put him in the ground, and I think they put the nails in the coffin, and he just rose from the dead like Lazarus, trying to come back for another one. But all right, y'all, we about to get up out of here. Hopefully me and SoloTV84 can get this in at a later date. But I'm not going to stay on the airwaves. I got an unspoken written agreement with everybody because a lot of people respect my morning time slot and don't come on when I'm on. So I can't be trying to hog up the airwaves at night. But this was the only time me and Solo could get it in. So I'm about to get the hell up on off of here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming on in, everybody who hit the super chat for the little brief time that I was on here. I appreciate all of you. And tomorrow, Misogyny War, make sure you show up. I'm probably gonna make the video. I'm gonna create the stream tonight. Going to create the stream tonight in the thumbnail and all of that tonight. I'm gonna have it ready to go. Make sure you show up 9 a.m. EST. Make sure you're here. And I'm not gonna be that disrespectful with the thumbnail and in the title. Just a little pinch disrespectful. I might call you a male feminist, but that's about it. But all right, we out of here, y'all. Peace.